when things get too hard, like it's just too hard, overwhelming. I'm just not knowledgeable about it. I'm not gonna be knowledgeable about it. First thing I do is outsource. First thing I do is outsource, right? Because it's not worth my time to try to become a editing producer, right? I can do some light editing here and there to get by, and it's gotten me by, and it will continue to get me by. But if I want to do some editing like some of these other guys out here, I got to outsource that, right? Because it's not worth my time, and I'm not about to sit here and learn all that. That's not my dream path. And there's probably things in your business right now, and I'll tell you, outsourcing is not very expensive at all. You probably spend more on eating out every day or every week than you would getting a full-time virtual employee. But it can take you leaps and bounds because now you're able to really focus on what's the highest and best use of your time and not stress out about needing to learn advanced Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, this, that, and the other to edit a video, right? And I'll tell y'all from what I've been seeing, a lot of these video editors out here are, I don't want to say they're hurting for business, but they're doing stuff at a very, 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 very cheap rate. Why? Because these AI tools are starting to do it for us to where now it's not necessarily needed to have that expertise. And so they're offering video editing left and right. The last message that slid in my inbox, somebody was offering $300 for editing 30 videos, 30 reels a month. $300. That's the lowest I've ever seen in history. And each time somebody slides in my DMs, it's lower and lower and lower. So, you know, for me, that's gold. I'm like, I don't even need to use an AI platform because that'll still take up some of my time. If I can throw somebody $300 that I can throw them, I know I can turn that $300 into 1,200 by doing my highest and best stuff, right? So again, it was just mind blowing to see what it can turn into. And I want to say this to encourage y'all, like, don't just think of this as like getting a deal. It could seem like that right now, and that can be the purpose of it right now, but you would be so surprised where it can take you. Like, literally, so surprised where it can take you. We still, y'all on this call, you still make up a tiny, tiny, tiny minority of people in our industry that are not doing this, that are scared to do this, that are nervous about it, that are intimidated, or that try and give up. So we stand out and we get attention, and that attention leads to press, and that press leads to opportunities, right? Those opportunities leads to money, right? So keep that in mind, all right? But what I want to do right quick, and it's so good to see all of y'all. What I want to do right quick is just go down the line. Everybody share a win that happened in the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something that I haven't heard. Just share a win. I'm gonna start with you, Natasha. You're in my top corner.
I'm in my top corner too, but so okay, okay, I got another client, but I'm not really too pleased about, I hate to say this out loud, but I'm not pleased about the clients that I'm attracting. I'm not. I'm not. But I have been getting engagement and questions. So I'm like, okay, something is starting to work.
Yeah.
And really the connection with other realtors outside of my brokerage, I'm liking that part too. So it's like I feel like something is coming, and I'm gonna keep at it. And what you just said about outsourcing, I said I'm gonna have to do this because editing is killing me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
But that's where I'm at.
so you're getting new clients from your social media, but tell me about these clients. You're not liking them. What kind of clients are they?
I don't want to say it out
Okay.
loud. I don't. I'm not going to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay.
But they have asked for. oh, okay, live there and I want to get a house. So there's that. But
Yeah, comes with baggage and
so,
stuff.
and it's only been three. It was, oh my goodness, one last week and two this week. Two after Wednesday of this week. So one was just this past Monday. And I'm like, well, yay. I mean, y'all are not scared to contact me now. And so I'm like, I'm liking that part of it.
Okay.
Because other people are contacting me, whether it's a DM or, oh yeah, DM, Instagram, on TikTok and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
like,
So so tell me, do you think that it's a, or are you noticing that the reach outs and DMs are coming after you put up a specific piece of content, or does it
yes,
seem okay? What is
yes.
that
And I asked
specifically?
them. It seems like when I go through the process of sort of kind of changing how I put a video out there, I get the oh hey, I saw this past video that you did and I was wondering about that. And so like I tried to do my call to action and it was after like some other little videos, some like off-putting things. Somebody liked something. They said, well, I saw this and I said, let me go on and reach out to you. That was the last one. And she was doing it in reference to the down payment
Okay.
one that I put out. She told me because I asked her, and then another one. It was something off of Facebook with a when I went out to Baytown, like a tour of a home or something. So
Okay.
like yeah, I noticed it's not like immediate. It hasn't been immediate. It's been like sort of kind of okay, a couple of days after I put something else out, and then they are reaching out to me.
Yeah.
That's the only pattern I'm really noticing. But that's just encouraging me to go on and just whatever it is that I feel at that moment that I have with my content, put it out.
Right.
Um, oh yeah, and that's it. I'm not well. A cut what 2-3 weeks ago. All of my stuff got deleted. My fault. And so I
What?
I had to when I get to a place where I am okay about talking about it like this, but it was totally my fault. It was totally my fault. And I did not back up my stuff. So it hurt. It hurt. And I lost some of my baby pictures in the process too.
No.
But I have been, it seemed like after that happened, that's when the engagement happened. Because I said, I got to change this up. I can't keep going about it this way. And so in the bumps that I have come across, they have helped me like sort of kind of open my mind to do things differently and make sure I stick to my schedule of saving, backing up my information and stuff like that. So
Okay. Quick tip for everyone on that. I'd recommend, if you don't have it already, download the Google Photos app. And I like using Google
I have it.
Photos even better than iCloud, because I still don't understand how iCloud works or what it chooses to back up. But Google Photos,
Me too.
um,
Mhm.
whatever pictures or videos you have in your phone, I mean, you can download one right now. It'll back it up automatically to Google Photos, so you'll always have it linked to your Google account. That's what I
Oh,
use, and I actually just went in my Google Photos today. I posted a photo on Instagram that was like a before and after type of photo, and I had to go back in Google Photos, and I didn't even think about that. It's been backing up stuff since like 2015, and
nice.
yeah, it's a whole slew of stuff. Like, and I know that I've changed phones and ran out of space and deleted stuff, but it's a good backup. And one other tip, Natasha, you can always do disqualifiers in your videos. I think I know the type of DMs you're maybe getting, but I'm not gonna say it either. But you can always do disqualifiers in your videos. So you know how at the beginning of the hooks we'll call out who we're trying to do it to. I mean, who we're trying to attract in that video. We may say, "Hey, uh are you someone who's renting a property that's thinking about buying in Dallas?" Right? That's attracting someone. You can also do disqualifiers. So you could say something like, skip this video if you're not trying to buy a house in the next 60 days, and, you know, or whatever. you can apply it to whatever situation, even if it's funny, even if it doesn't seem relevant. No, I mean, people will find it entertaining. However, you can use disqualifiers the same way you use um, qualifiers and magnets. I do both. In more specifically, when I'm running ads, I'll say, "Hey, are you a such and such who needs this, that, and the other?" Then I'll say, "But if you're not looking to do this in 60 days or not really serious about it, or you just want to waste our time, skip this video." You know, so that way you can kind of push out certain people that you don't want, and that can even go for clientele. If you only want to work in a certain price point or in a certain area, or whatever the case is with a certain client, you can do those qualifiers and disqualifiers. Okay. All right, Sonia, how you doing? Share a win with us.
Oh yeah, here's my win. Is last night I had a actually he works for me. I had one of my part-time employees at my salary job call me up, say his daughter's looking to buy a house in the area on a lake, and up to 1.2 million. So
Woo!
can I
Go
please help her
ahead on,
because
Sonia.
she's like, she's got me driving all over the place, like Torch Lake, which is like an hour away. He's like, I can't do this. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Which kind of leads me to like, and then the last client I have that I just got a couple weeks ago was a recommendation from HR for their new assistant director of music who's moving here because they just hired somebody. Most hires at this, at Interlochen tend to be not from this area because they're very skilled people in professional worlds. They're getting them, a lot of them from universities. Uh, so that kind of that kind of brings me to a question that I've had for you. This whole time that I've been working, and I'm trying to get out of that full time job, but it's been a huge part of my life story for the last, well, forever, 17 years here. So I don't know whether to lean into that I'm still there and have this connection and knowledge, because the majority of the people that are incoming, that are just finding me, are somehow, shape, or form connected with Interlochen Center for the Arts. And they choose me because I have that intimate knowledge, that I know, like this new director of music. She was all, well, I got to move there and I'm moving right in May. And I don't know, maybe I can fix some stuff up. And I was able to say, you're coming in right at the busiest time. And Eric, who I know is her boss, Eric's going to need you to be able to jump right in. I think maybe we should look at completely move in ready spaces for you, because you won't have time to touch anything until September. Right. So it's things like that. I don't know whether to lean into this or continue to pretend that I'm not really there.
No, I think you should do exactly what you've been doing. Don't change it up right now. It's way too early.
Okay.
Don't it's way too early, because how you've been doing it right now is working. So
Mhm.
don't make that mistake of switching it up. It'll eventually get to a point where you have a pretty big book of business and you are getting referrals, not to mention your social media efforts. And so you won't need to rely on that. It'll grow naturally and organically because you'll be the one. But for
Yeah.
right now, keep doing exactly what you've been doing. But something that I hear taking place that you should lean in on is, I hear that you are starting to serve a lot of relocation.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. And so with that being the case, really lean your content into the content that relocation clients are gonna want. And
Yeah.
I've been putting a lot of documents and step by step guides together for y'all. I'm gonna unlock some of them today, but I have in there a list of videos you can create for relocation that would appeal to relocation people. Okay, um, And so I would definitely lean into that because it'll expand outside of the job.
Good, good. Yeah, I really, really enjoy working with people that are moving here. I love to do these virtual showings.
Yeah.
It goes along with the way that I just like to work that way virtually, is why I'm at home all the time in my home office. But people are always like, oh, listings, it's where it's at. You can't build a business on people coming to you and, moving there where they're buyers only.
It's not
Oh my
true.
God,
Yeah.
but they're so, they're so easy to work with.
It's
They're
not.
just happy
Yeah.
somebody's helping them.
Yeah. I actually in the power unit call on Monday um interviewed Lexi, one of our power unit students, and she's bringing in 400 leads a month on average, all relocation. I'm gonna actually drop that. I haven't released this training. I literally just finished editing it and uploaded it into the Google Drive this morning. But what I'm gonna do as a treat for y'all, I'm gonna drop the recording in the chat box. So if y'all want to watch it, she's doing it through content in a Facebook group. Okay. And I was so proud of her. She is closing properties left and right. And see, that's the thing with this. You know, the content portion of it, which is why Content Boss focuses so much on not necessarily what you say. I mean, well, not necessarily what you're putting where, but how you're doing it, right? Because whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or a Facebook group, like you can do it everywhere, but you can find the one that works for you. Now, I will say this as a disclaimer. Lexi says she puts in hours into that Facebook group, but hell, 400 leads a month, yeah, yeah, you gonna put in some hours, okay?
Yeah, but now
However,
she's outsourcing that too. Now she's got two assistants helping her on it.
yep. And she doesn't meet any of her clients at all face to face. She says she sells them all of their homes just through FaceTime and stuff because they are relocation. So I just uploaded it this morning. It may not even be done processing, but copy and paste that link somewhere, and just come back to it later once it finishes processing. It was a great. I mean, she opened it up for us.
For
Awesome.
sure. Yeah. She was talking. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, God dang, that's the direction between what she's doing and what Freedom was talking about, with the longer videos, the moving to videos on YouTube. I was like, man, that's the business I want. I like those people that are coming here. They're so excited to move here.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm gonna let somebody else talk now.
You're good. You're good. And y'all, and I'll swear I'll get off of this and let y'all actually watch the training later. But even with the content, she even shared like sometimes if she's going out getting gas or going to Costco since she is relocation, she'll post in the group, "Hey, let me know if I'm at Costco. Let me know if you want to know the prices of anything." Or she'll go live in the group. "Hey, I'm driving around. Let me know if you want to see what gas prices are here." And, people would just drop in there, "Yeah, how much is a gallon of milk?" Or "How much is this and that?" Simple, simple, but it's engaging, and they trust her after that. Like that's building the relationship. So it's just little things, and I'll let y'all watch that training later. But Mr. James, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, full of energy, alive, feeling
Y-
well.
yes.
Um, I will definitely say that a big win is related to the content creation, but also just the organic push of leveraging and listing, and just out networking in the neighborhood. And a guy that had walked by as a neighbor, but he has a project down in Seattle that he's flipping, and it's going to top out probably about 1.2, 1.3 million dollar listing. That he said, "Hey, I see your stuff. You seem very, very credible, very, very approachable, and solid. So I'm gonna have you out to list this property. So I mean, that's a huge win for me right there, and I'm excited about that. And also, yeah, and then also using the learning that I've gotten through the Creator Academy to help with my mentees has been phenomenal. Just this whole idea that the rising tide lifts all ships is huge, and I've been able to share that, and I feel like I'm really getting my feet under me when it comes down to how to create that organic flow just from sharing your story. Just just the engagement. I go back to exactly the intake conversation I had with David and yourself about look at what you had before, and then look at your content now. Look at the engagement. Look at all that, and so that is just proof positive that you follow the steps, take the modules, the courses in order, and it all starts to make sense. And so I guess one kind of hurdle or toll gate I'm at right now is how to use the stand store. So I'm thinking, what to do there, but still trying to stay in a very, very controlled process, batch videos, so I can start to push out that YouTube channel. But I'm leaving it under construction for the time being so that I don't get ahead of myself. But overall, the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn platforms have been creating a lot of engagement, and obviously the contacts are up. And again, I attribute that listing to being relevant. People, I see your stuff, like, so that's huge.
Yes, yes. Thank you for saying that. And that's a big thing, a big just pot of gold for everyone. We can't get so caught up on exactly what we're saying, how we're saying it. Is this, the most perfect? Is this compared to that person, this and that? Because what really wins is the frequency, right? That comment alone, I see your stuff, can make all the difference because you're being seen. Same for me. Some of the stuff I put out, people don't like, they don't agree with, they don't this and that, but they respect what you do. They know that you're serious about your business, and at the end of the day, they're gonna want to work with someone who's serious. It also shows consistency. If they're constantly seeing you, then hey, they know that you have a consistent work ethic. You don't want to be that person who's up one day or one week and down the next week and this and that. Like, this is your virtual resume at this point, right? When you go into these
Yeah.
appointments and it's happened to me, and y'all are seeing it happen to you, people are reaching out ready to work. Like, you're not even having to work hard for it like we did before.
Right.
Before you had to go into an appointment and it was like you're on the battlefield. You got to prove yourself against these other people. You don't know what they've said, or you don't know what this seller's thinking, this, that, and the other. Versus now, they're coming ready to go. They like you. They feel like they know you. They feel like they can trust you. And all you've been doing is consistently putting out content. That's a beautiful way to
Yeah.
get business.
Yeah, especially one of the things about like organic content was my English bulldogs. I mean, he was like, "Oh man, I had an English bulldog," and that just connected right there. That built the rapport, and he was just like, "Yeah, you're my guy." So I was like, "Wow, amazing."
I love it. I love it. All right, Ozzy.
Mhm.
Oh, before we go to you, Ozzy. Speaking of Stand Store, so you all may have noticed on the calendar, I added another class on there. That doing on Thursdays at 2 p.m. I believe 2 p.m. Central, which is a platform setup type of class. It's not a class or a coaching session. It's strictly just for platform setup. So if you're gonna be setting up a new YouTube or like you said, Stand Store, I'm one on one, or it's a smaller setting to where we full on set it up with you in that session. So y'all feel free to come to that. Again, It is strictly setting up a platform start to finish. So it's not a training or anything like that. I'm just getting you going on the actual platform. All right.
Hold on, Jason. I got a question. I
Yep.
got a question. Now, you said Thursdays is going to be training and coaching, right?
No, 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 no. So on the if we open up the calendar within school, on Thursdays, oh, I got so many schools I'm a part of. I'm like, whoa, when did all this stuff get posted? Uh, on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central, you'll see platform setup help. Okay, so again, it's not a coaching session, it's not a training class, it's a hand holding, helping you set up a platform, which means which means like, hey, I don't have an Instagram account, but I want one, or I don't have a YouTube channel. How do I create one? I don't have a stand store. How do I create it? That's what that is. Where it's screen sharing right there with you. Push this button. Push that button. Upload this. You all right? And yeah, one on one or one on small group. Make sense? You got it, Freedom?
Yeah, because you know somebody's gonna ask, right?
Yeah. Well, I put in the description, you know, it's just platform help. It's just
Absolutely.
for platform setup.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got you here, man. So I'm having a question for the buyer. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know how they go.
platform setup.
Yeah.
All right, Ozzy, we're ready for you. If you're there, I'm not sure if he's Ozzy's other AI. I don't know. But if you come in, Ozzy, feel free. You have the floor. All right. Now let's get to some of our newer members. Let's get to some of our newer members. Who wants to
Yes.
who wants to go first? Welcome, welcome. I'm not gonna call you out and put you on the spot, but unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and welcome to the Creator Academy group.
Who's gonna be the first?
I'll go.
All
I'm
right.
not that new.
Yeah, yeah, you're not that new, but you're still kind of new. So,
But I have been slacking a little bit. And so, yeah, just getting back to consistency and getting your routine down. I have gotten a couple deals, which is really exciting. Yeah. So, but my biggest thing is it is 6 a.m. here.
I
It
know.
is dark.
I know.
The birds are not even singing yet.
It's
What
different in
is
Hawaii,
going
yeah.
on?
I know. We're gonna have to add a evening something along the lines, but somewhere down the line. She's in Hawaii for those of you who don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, holy cow. But I did get up this morning and it was dark. And now
Yes.
I'm up and I'm ready for my day. So that's a good thing. That's a good
Yes.
thing.
So let me ask you this. Let's work through this while you're here. What do you think is causing the consistency problem?
Living in Hawaii and being constantly distracted by other things to do.
Okay. Okay. So
So I really do that, and that has been a thing for me. Honestly, I need to plan my day better and block it off. My hours and non-negotiable. Like say this is for my future, and yeah, nobody else is going to put the work in except for me. So it's mostly accountability, and a lot of that is why I wanted to do this too with a group of everyone, and it's contagious. Like listening to Natasha, it's like, yeah, that's awesome, and so yeah, it's just doing it.
yes. So let me ask you, at this current point in time, how long does it take you to create a piece of content?
I haven't even created anything yet. I know.
Okay. Okay. All right. So here's your homework for this week. You're going to do an introduction video. It needs to be less than a minute, and you want to tell people who you are, why you're great. So what makes you great at what you do, and why someone should work with you. Less than a minute long. All right. When you finish that video, post it into the board on school. How long should we give her, y'all? Till the
What's today?
weekend.
Wednesday?
Today's
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yeah, do it till Saturday.
Okay. So until Saturday. And and what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold you accountable publicly on the school board if it's not there by Saturday. All right. It's just one video introducing yourself, who you are, why you do what you do, and why someone should work with you. And you don't have to post it anywhere. We just want to see the video. All right. Okay. Saturday, we'll be looking for it,
Okay.
but you'll get extra points if it's there early. All right. Okay. Now, who's next? Mrs. Ossifa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
What's going on?
Welcome.
I'm Sylvie Santois. I just joined when Jason came to Florida.
That is awesome.
I also do real estate, and I'm here to grow and make new friends, like with like-minded people as me.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, you're definitely in the right
I
room.
haven't did. I post, but I don't have anything pertaining to this course. Or I'm doing my homework, but I haven't did anything. I haven't created any content.
Well, you're not there yet, so you're good. I mean, you're
Okay.
just on stage one, getting into to stage two. So you're good. You sent in your homework. I saw that. And I did reply back to your message about going ahead starting on stage two, those first two lessons, so you can learn about the avatar. And y'all, I'm probably gonna change that word avatar. Like that's what we use, kind of the technical side of things. But avatar just basically means audience. Audience. So audience, target
Okay.
customer,
Yeah.
target audience. Yeah. And so yeah, we'll probably change that on the back end, but you are going well, and I'm so glad that you made it here today, so you can kind of see what these are like moving forward, and you can see the growth and moves that others are making. So definitely welcome, and I can see you're at work, so this is a big commitment, even
Thank
showing
you.
up.
Yes.
Awesome. And last but not least, Yudi.
Yudi, come
Yeah.
on. Yudi J, we got to hear you.
Oh my God. Okay. Hi, I'm Judy J. I just started a week ago. I'm really afraid I'm going to say how it is, right? I'm really afraid to record myself. I'm really afraid about what I have to say to people because I've been working in an office for 31 years and this is completely new for me. I don't know why I'm so concerned about quality, and I don't know if you can help me to deal with the being afraid that it's not gonna be good quality, that it's not gonna be edited professional. I don't know, like that's what is holding me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Jason's just excited to hear that.
No,
That is,
but yes, I am excited to hear that.
yeah.
But what I would love to hear is someone else who was in her exact same shoes maybe a couple of weeks ago or a month ago.
Me.
Okay, Natasha.
It was probably week 5 or 6. I was still scared, and I'm not scared anymore because you know what? Whoever's gonna gravitate to you will gravitate to you based on what you put out there. And it's like I was flipping over the script, like trying to remember, and I'm like, no, it has to come from me. Try to just put it in words that I can easily say and put out. And I had sweaty armpits for the first few times, but I'm good now. So it's like, I don't. I was scared for a long time.
So I was trying so hard that I did like 2 posts with music, and I got 3 leads. I don't even know how. I got people that I'm trying to target the first time buyer. And I got this message from my friend. Oh, I want you to help my daughter. She's gonna get married. So I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work, but I'm afraid.
I
I'm
think
really
the other I'm sorry. I did a lot of the music and typing stuff out, and then I started with doing voiceover first, and then I got to it. It took some time, but you're gonna see. You just do it.
Hey, I
Okay.
want to chime in. I want to chime in too, because I'm the same way, Judy. I come from 20 plus years in the supply chain business and nothing to do with social media marketing, anything like that. It's just all about warehouse operations, distribution centers. And so pride and professionalism was really a big thing for me. But I'll tell you 2 things. One, when I met Chaston and Go-Go on the stage at the convention in Vegas last year, and no knock on Chaston, but Go-Go put it out there. When somebody comment or care can be deposited into your bank account, that's when you give a damn about it.
That's good.
I like that.
And then number 2 is my first video through the Content Creator Academy. I had like 14 takes, so it's totally normal. It took me 14 takes to get to the 15th one where I finally felt like I'm gonna send it over to them. But they cut it up and they edited it to make it look really good. So you're perfectly normal in how you feel. So just know that. But just doing it the first time, then you do it the second time, and then you do it the third time. But now I'll be like 1 take, or I just start going live on Instagram or something. Just make sure you just start to flow. The natural flow will come out. So I just that's my piece.
You guys are making Chaston and my heart so happy right now. That's why I can't stop cheesing them.
I want to say something. You said something that Freedom said that got to me when doing this. He said, "Don't stop recording." And when I really stopped recording, I was like, it became easier. He said that, like, stopping the recording. Continue to record. I mean, keep recording through it, and that helped me too. Like
that's awesome. I mean, you get there's less things to edit now, right? Because it's just one thing. But also, you just gotta. It's just you. I know. I think the last time we did a challenge, Chaston made this great metaphor for the camera, and he was like the camera doesn't judge you, right? It doesn't talk to you. It doesn't stop you in the middle of the video. Like the camera is probably the safest space because it just lets you be, and this is where you just get to practice. So. I mean, you guys are making our hearts so happy just hearing you guys just want to stand up and be like, hey, Judy, I know where you've been. I've been there. We've all been there. Judy, I'll say this and then I'll shut up. I'll give you this great. You gotta figure out a way to make fun of this thing. So the way I decided to make fun of this is if you've ever seen this movie, Hustle and Flow, there's this guy, Terrence J. Howard, in the movie, and he has this really shaky voice. So in the movie, Judy, every time he's talking, he's like, hey, man, what's going on, man? And whenever we're really nervous, like, that's the way that's how we all sound. Like, James, Natasha, Miles, you, Sonia, that first video was like, hey, guys, what's going on? I'm trying to make some videos. And we all feel that way, right? So whenever you get just comfortable with it, you could just laugh at it and just be like, yo, like, you're never going to be great your first time doing anything. And the only reason you're nervous is because you're not competent in this thing. Do you have any kids?
3.
So you got 3 kids, right? So I'll say this. If I asked you how to make a video right now, you would sound like Terrence J. Howard. You'd be like, well, I think you just need to put the camera up. But if I said, Yudi, I got a 10-year-old. This baby is just out of control. What would I do? You wouldn't have that voice because you're competent. So wherever your competence is where your confidence is. And if you're confident in here, you'll be good.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, Judy, your assignment too is gonna be just like Linda's, where you're going to record an introduction video. It's only for us to post in the group in the in school who you are, why you do what you do, and or how you can help somebody, and why someone should work with you. Okay, it's just an intro video, less than a minute long. It's only for us. We're all here supporting you by Saturday. So y'all, we should see 2 videos by Saturday now, and just post it in the group. It won't be posted
Okay.
anywhere else. Just to get your feet wet in it. Okay?
Yeah,
All
safe
right.
space. Safe space. Should we give her the formula of like how to do that? I
Not
help people do that. Because
not
okay.
not yet. Nope. Nope. We're gonna start stage 1. Okay?
Terrace J mode. Let's go, baby.
Like I record myself like that
Yep,
with the
just like
phone.
that. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Just like that. Okay? It's only for us. You're
Okay.
not putting it anywhere else. So it'll be
Safe
just
space.
like us seeing you right now. All right? Um something we are going to be implementing in our gamification, which, as y'all saw in the group, we started last month a monthly winner for the most engaged person in the group. Now we're going to add in something that we have in Power Units, more of an accountability, where you will fill out your lead tracker, or we call them success journals in Power Unit. But this will be catered to your content creation. So, how many pieces of content you put out each day, how many leads you've gotten from it, and don't worry, this will be given to you in a document that's easy to fill out, so you don't have to write this down manually. But I do want you to start tracking how many pieces of content you're putting out a day, and then how many leads you are getting in a week, or whenever you get a lead. We're going to track timing too. So how much time did it take you? And we're also going to track platforms. Okay. The goal with this is to, for one, start holding you accountable and hold yourself accountable, but see your growth. We want to see that content increase, that time go down, the leads increase from it. Okay. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. All right. Actually coming like tomorrow. So, um, and I'm happy to see Tony down there. She hopped in here. I'm not sure if you're available, Tony, to speak and share a win. Here you're starting a
Tony.
brokerage, Tony.
Yes. Um, Thank you guys. I have been really overwhelmed and I had to pull back for a moment. But now I pulled away from EXP and started my own brokerage. So that was some things that I had up under me that I need to get out from up under. Um, my business still have been going. A lot of it has been referrals, and it's only from the videos that I've done so far that people are still calling me on, although I haven't did anything lately, because I had to just step away. I found myself trying to compete, and I know you guys say you're not supposed to do that. But when I see Ozzy and what she does, I admire what she does. I'm like, wow, how can I do that? So I had to pull away because I started seeing people that I admire and want to try to grasp what they was doing to the point where I was all over the place. And I'm like, okay, give myself a break from this. And that's what I've been doing. Just trying to stay focused on some of the things I need to do as far as my own brokerage is concerned. I'm still having to, get that together, but I plan on doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm taking one step at a time.
I love it. Well, I want to tell you congratulations, Tony. And I talk
Thank you.
about you all the time. There's probably some people on this call that may have remembered hearing about you, and because I talk about you sometimes in my presentation,
Mhm.
and I want to tell you I see your stuff still,
Mhm.
and so you have that algorithm working in your favor right now,
Mhm.
and I'll tell
Mhm.
you, like, even the amount of people that's on this call right now, there's probably 2.5 to 3 times more people who are actually enrolled who should be here, right?
Mhm.
And so, um comparing yourself, I definitely get that, and we don't want to do that, but I want you to know you're up there, already, and you may not
Thank
think
you.
it. We can be our worst critics with this, um you know, because even me, I can easily look at Freedom or even Ozzy. I can look at Ozzy and say, gosh, Ozzy puts out so much more than me, or she does
And
this, that.
that's what I was doing. I'm telling you, I looked at, because for some reason or the Odyssey stuff pops up on my IG. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, wow, I love what she did. How can I do that? And I find myself looking at a lot of her stuff like, okay, I can do this, I can do that. And then I'm like, I'm overwhelmed by what Ozzy is doing. I'm like, Tony, that's not you, that's Ozzy.
Yep.
And so someone told me that I'm all over the place. And so that's why I took a break because I need to focus on one thing.
Uh-oh, you went on mute, Tony. Oh, there you go.
What I need to do for now, I have to remain focused on getting what I'm doing out of the way. I just got back from Paris.
Look at
That was a
you.
break from me
Okay.
that I needed. My daughter invited me to come to Paris with them. So that was a break I needed as well. But overall, I really, 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 really enjoy this content thing. You have taught me so much, Jason, but it's just a point of me putting it all together and being consistent with that. And I critique myself a whole lot for being perfect, and nobody is perfect. I would put something up and take it back down. I'm like, okay, Tony, you know better than that because he said don't discord a video that you've done only because you don't like it. Somebody else might see it differently. And so those are some learning curves that I'm continue to learn not to do because I tend to do that a lot as well.
Yep, for sure. Well, I'm excited about this next chapter with you, and it'll be fun helping you build a brokerage too, like through your
Yes,
content. And yes, yes.
yes.
So we're excited for you. Tony, did you were you able to get logged in school and everything? The platform that we moved to.
So I saw the email
Okay.
that you sent, but I had not logged into it yet. So I will do that today.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We moved to a very much more stable platform. There's a calendar in there. It's communication. It's just us who are in the program, and so
Hmm.
so that way it won't be so many emails, and we can have it all in one place. So yeah, reach out to us though if you need us to resend it or anything.
Okay. And
Okay.
I did speak with someone when I told you about the two videos that I sent that you guys said you didn't send. The gentleman did reach out to me and I sent a video just off the top of my head. And I like the way you guys edited the part where I had that bloop. I'm like, oh, that was good.
Yeah, we try to help you
Oh,
out.
thank you. Thank you.
For sure, for sure. All right. Just in the last couple minutes here, I want to share with y'all some Instagram updates, and this may make your life a little bit easier on Instagram. So, for those of you who don't know, Instagram started out as a photo platform where they were, just trying to show beautiful photos. Well, they're really trying to move back to that. I mentioned this a couple of maybe last month when I did that whole um, lecture on Instagram hacks and how to grow on Instagram. Well, it's definitely happening now to where the reels aren't showing as much as they were. They're still showing. They're still showing, but Instagram is trying to prioritize photos. What they're prioritizing at the top of the top are carousel photos. So carousels are when you can slide from left to right on a photo, and it'll show like another photo. So with that being said, when you post up property photos, because again, they're trying to get back to the photos. So property photos could be a thing again, right? Don't don't do them on the flyers and the graphics, okay? Just the photos. So do a carousel. You can do the front of the house, inside the house, inside the house, inside the house, the backyard. You can put up to, I want to say, 7 or 8 on a carousel. So do that. Hmm. Oh, sorry.
And just to clarify, Jason, that's just when you add more than one photo in a post. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep. A carousel is when you add more than one
Okay.
photo in a post. If you're not on
Okay. And
Instagram,
you said
where you say, James?
don't put any text in it. No, don't use any other text. Just add the post.
Yeah,
I mean the photos. The
yeah,
image.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't do any Canva editing or anything like that. And for those of you who aren't on Instagram, don't worry about this. TikTok, YouTube, all those are still the same. This is just for people who are primarily using Instagram for their lead generation. Yep.
Jason,
Mm-hmm.
are you saying that too? If you're doing a carousel, are you saying put the carousel in the reel or on your feed?
On your feed.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. What's up, Natasha?
I had the same question, but then also with the carousel, can you do videos? Like a video and then a picture, video, picture, or just pictures?
You can, but I would do exclusively just pictures.
Okay.
Because I tried both ways and it was like their algorithm couldn't figure out who to show it to because that video doesn't show up like a reel. And so since they only really push reels and not those classic videos, they still got to work something out for that. So again, this is not saying don't do reels, but what I've done is I've cut my reels down on Instagram to just a few a week, and I'm doing mostly carousels. Okay. What they are really wanting to see also is community engagement, which means if someone comments on any of your posts on Instagram, comment back and hit that little heart button. Don't leave them hanging because Instagram is measuring that as, oh, they're engaged with the community. Okay. Yep. What's up?
Those when people say promote and all this stuff, not responding to that.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to respond to that. No.
Is it okay to delete those?
There was a time when I was deleting them because and y'all, these are mostly caused by like hashtags, specific hashtags that these bots go after. But what I saw was it was kind of helping me because it was making it look like I was getting a lot of comments on posts and it was helping me in the algorithm. Even though they weren't attractive to see, it was pushing them up and boosting them so much that eventually a lot of other just normal people started commenting and those eventually get drowned out to the bottom, but I don't delete them anymore. So yeah.
Okay. I stopped deleting them probably about a couple days ago, but I'll just leave it be now.
Yeah, just leave them. I'm just leaving them too. What's up, Sonia?
I was wondering on Instagram with those carousels if you can put one of the pictures being like a text picture that maybe asks a question or something that might boost engagement. Is that a thing in Instagram?
Absolutely, yeah. So, are you meaning like the tweet or notepad looking pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you can do that. I just mean like when you're doing, if it's a photo meant to be artistic, meaning like a beautiful home, or you're showing different rooms. That's the stuff you don't want to distract from the art of the photo. But if you're doing a carousel where you're giving information, which is really trending right now, so y'all can look on my Instagram and see what I mean. Where I'll say like on the first carousel, 5 things you should do to XYZ swipe, and then the next one will be step number 1, then step number 2, then step number 3. That's a carousel you can do as well. But all in all, with this, for Instagram, we can get back to posting photos. Um, who knows? This could change in a couple weeks, but y'all know how these algorithms work, which is why I'm bringing it to you first. This is what's working right now. So um, that can take a little stress off of Reels on Instagram. All right. Well, I enjoyed y'all. Some of y'all have homework. Some of y'all are going to be reworking your Instagram strategy, and I am gonna be looking out for those. Remember, we do have that platform help tomorrow. It is on the calendar inside school, so you can definitely the Zoom link and stuff is all in there. Oh, and I'm not sure if any of y'all seen my post. I'll post it in school too. If anybody needs healthcare, have a great connect now. That I'm doing an info session with later on this evening because a lot of people have reached out about it. And so if you want the invite to that, I will post the link inside of school. It'll be this evening at 7 Central. So other than that, gotta go. Y'all feel free to chat amongst yourselves should you want to, but I will see y'all next week.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all have a good one. All right.